Hi, this is Sonsonmushi. Hope you guys don't mind the meditation music, but this is gonna be the monthly reading for October for the horoscope sign Aries. So, yeah, I'm really excited to get into this. Hope you are all excited as well. Thank you for being here. So we're going to do a week-by-week sort of progress on what the 4 weeks, or rather 4 quarters of October are going to be like. I know there are 5 weeks technically, but I think I really just want to go with 4-week sort of lineup. I think I'm going to switch it up now and start doing 5 weeks for each month. So Aquarius and Pisces just kind of got only 4 weeks, which are split into 4 quarters, but it'll be okay. Let me lower this so it's closer to the table. Yeah, appreciate you all being here. As I set up, if you're new to the channel, welcome. If not, welcome back. If you guys don't know, or if you do know, just as a reminder, I do donation-based readings, and this is a donation-based service. So if you want to donate or reach out for a reading, feel free to look in the description below. If you want to know my Spotify music that I listen to, I have those playlists in the description. I also have a bit of a video describing how I do my readings, for anyone interested, and so you can definitely look there in that video. It's called like thank you offering donation readings or something. I'll try to put it up so it's like on the front of my channel somehow, but yeah, interesting. The heart space is going to be the medicine deck. I'm doing 2 cards each for some reason. Oh, and I have social media other than this channel. So if you want to follow me on Instagram or add me on Facebook, I have those. It's the same name, so it's just Sonsonmushi for those accounts as well. I think that's all the social media that I have right now, and my email, so you can reach out through there as well. If you guys are wondering, this is the head space, the heart space, the body sort of space, so like 3 what you'll be seeing in this week, and then like soul, spirit, messages, overall guidance is going to be this last one at the bottom. Oh, sorry, I should have let you guys know, but you can go to the timestamps below if you want to check out the weeks, so then you don't have to kind of watch through me like doing like this whole flipping cards part. Message from spirit. Yeah. Yep. Okay. So, week 1. Your head space. Ooh, 7 of Wands. So, synchronicities, conflicts, clarity. Clarity over a situation. The Ace of Swords. I feel like it's like maybe before October starts, or in the beginning of October, in the first week, there are like certain things that you were trying to like figure out. You're kind of like trying to battle it out, or trying to figure out some sort of schedule or some sort of effort towards something, but then out of nowhere you just reach clarity and like, aha, like that's the solution. So that's what your headspace. if that makes sense. So there's going to be some sort of challenges that line up for you, and you'll just know what to do at the right time, at the right moment. So if there's any sort of conflict or stress in the first week of October, basically your mind, you will know what to do. Your heart space, stamina, the elk, and blue heron, self-reflection. So your heart space, even though your mind will know logically this is a thing of time and that things just take time, your heart will be deeply reflecting over this period, and you'll be really showing your true strength through the first week. So there's something you have to hold out on, or like you have to like persevere through or last through, because elk is all about stamina. So that's the type of energy I'm getting. I'm just seeing though that you're just moving in one fluid direction throughout the first week, slow and steady, peaceful. So your heart is at a gracious, like, peace type of state, while your mind has clarity, but also has a little bit of stress, panic, that type of energy mixed in there as well. What you'll be seeing is a lot to do with Eight of Wands, success and growth. This has to do with something more on the reflective side of the week. So with what you've been reflecting on, you're seeing the world kind of shift with your reflection. Interesting. Yeah, as you move again forward. So you're seeing movement, you're seeing balancing, you're seeing a lot of growth in yourself, and you're seeing a lot of growth in others. In terms of a bit of a love spread, I kind of see, like, with the two cards and with elk, I do feel in terms for any connection that you're involved with, I do see there's a lot of growth going with it, and you're both moving forward and balancing together. And that through your headspace, there may be challenges with that individual, but they are ones that you know are being worked through, pretty much. And then Spirit wants to mention success. Wow, what about it? The star in alignment, kind of like destiny, feeling like you're exactly where you need to be at the right moment throughout your journey. So Spirit, your higher self is feeling the success, and so Spirit's guiding message for you is to keep following the flow of success. And if you're not feeling that way, it might be from the pain of, like, the elk in your heart, but Spirit does want to let you know you're doing really well wherever you are in your life. Spirit just wants to tell you, like, you are very successful. We get success and growth here, and then we literally get success. So that's a few pretty cool messages right there. It does look like Spirit wants to bring out some soul messages as well for each of the weeks. So your progress is the first week is a period of patience, of stamina, of stillness. This is kind of like the elk card again, but during this is a very healing process, is a very healing time where you're feeling very much of the love and guidance from the universe, which is awesome. I love that. Okay. So that's week 1. 9 minutes, not too bad. Not too shabby, Sonsonmushi. Week 2. So that situation in the 3D, yep, it still is going to take more time. So you're still kind of in the same place or situation. But I think with this resting period, your mind space is ready to kind of relax a bit more and have more fun and go more with your feelings. Whereas the first week, you're like kind of keeping your head in the game with the thoughts and the fire, trying to really move forward and really like kind of slowly ease into whatever this energy is. And then week 2 is more like, okay, now it's time to take it back a bit and have a little bit fun with this energy. Like, okay, I kind of got in the flow of this. This energy is going to last for a while, so it's time for me to enjoy myself type of energy. So that's what you're thinking about, perhaps. Your heart space, coyote and armadillo. It's very interesting. Your heart space With that energy in mind, the coyote is one who kind of runs into self-caused problems, and it's regarding boundaries you have set up. So your heart is scared because it's like you want to have fun and relax, but on the other end you're like, no, I need to be calculated and rely on my thoughts and my mind and work. But then your mind is also like thinking about your emotions of like having fun. So this all goes in a cycle. The Seven of Pentacles is very much about the armadillo. The Three of Cups is very much about your coyote. So your mind and your heart balance pretty well, because Three of Cups, it's like, I want to have fun, and your heart's like, yes, but don't get carried away. And then with the coyote, and then like Seven of Pentacles with your mind is like, yes, kind of, I'm stuck here for a bit, you know, might as well just get comfortable. But then your heart space is like, yes, but I gotta keep on scheduling and planning. I gotta make sure my heart and my mind stick with one another and keep this balance of working and having fun. So this seems to be week 2. What you'll be seeing in the 3D is the Four of Swords, contemplation or resting period, as well as embrace. So you will be feeling a lot of the support from the world, but this is very much more like the blue heron, very reflective. So I think the stuff you reflected on in week 1 is going to transfer over into week 2 as a slow moving, like, powerful energy that like fills you. You might just feel really good with both your headspace and your heart space. I do notice with the Aries readings that I do, like the last couple months, like there's always a lot of really good alignment with both head and heart space. I don't know if that's like a thing about Aries or what, or if it's like you guys for the collective that I'm channeling, but it's pretty awesome. So that's awesome. Keep it up. And then Spirit wants to talk about learning, that you've got a lot to learn, that you are learning, and you get the other Zorro card. You get both of them, so that's very interesting. And that this is a period of pause. So you're learning a lot during this slow-moving energy period of pause. So on one end, it may not look like much is happening through October, but on the other end for you, it's kind of like the world. You're kind of like, this is literally the world card. So it's kind of like you're opening up to all the infinite possibilities, and you're really thinking and breathing through it, trying to get through any sort of fears that you have as the coyote. As the armadillo, you're trying to contemplate and figure out how to open up and figure out how to make sure your belly is soft and your back is hard. You're trying to make sure you keep both those aspects within you. Try to balance hopes with fears, light with dark, fun with structure, stuff like that. And then week 3, we get the Six of Cups, the balance of emotions, Princess of Wands. So this, I think, is back to do more with that connection, the relationship sort of energy. And it's interesting. We get the Three of Cups over here and then doubling that up to the Six of Cups. So you and another person are mirroring quite well. I do see this back with week 2 as two different people sort of energy, where you both share these sort of aspects, but in very mirrored ways. But going back to week 3, the Six of Cups, the Princess of Wands, I feel as though whatever challenges were being worked through with you and another, by week 3 you have clarity that a balance has been achieved with you and the other, and that you're both growing really, really fluently, basically, and that you're doing really well on your own, and you know that they are doing really well on their own, and that you're both kind of coming together with this harmonic sort of schedule together, where like you kind of have one life where everything's flowing really nicely, and then you've got the other life where you're just seeing the absolute beauty in your own journey. So it's like your own journey and then the journey together, and like both are just so beautiful, and you're just kind of like witnessing this beauty of the universe. So I mean, while this has to do with that connection, it really also has to do a lot with the self as well. And then your heart space for week 3, we get the Bear, introspection. There's just a lot of learning. This is, so with Spirit's overall message in week 2 about learning, this just kind of carries over into gaining more knowledge as the bear, tasting the sweetness of your experiences, and the prairie dog, as well as retreating. You're kind of going a bit into hermit mode with this energy, kind of going into your own work. Your heart is retreating a little to heal and learn, pretty much. More about what you want, what you truly desire, and what everything up until now has really been about. Interesting. And then the 3D is a matter of trust. You are on a new journey by the 3rd week, and it has to do with some sort of opportunity, I want to say. This is the card of judgment. This is the Fool's card. It's the Fool and Judgment. You kind of get a bit of the beginning and end. And you did get the World over here. It's back in the 3D. So the cycle completes in week 2, and then week 3, a new journey begins. And that new journey, you follow the music to it, and you just like immediately find this beautiful blessing, this reward. This is what you're seeing in the 3D. So I'm curious, if something like that comes up, please let me know in the comments in the 3rd week, I guess. And oh, sorry, this is also kind of timeless. So if you're listening to these messages at a different time, a different month, different year, whatever, they feel free. If they resonate, they resonate. You know, this could all just be like life. Like, it doesn't even have to be like these energies only happen at these weeks. You know, it could just be, oh yeah, this sounds like me. You know, and so Spirit also wants to say, ooh, with this new journey, there's something you let go of. You let go of this. I'm hearing secret. I'm hearing you let go of this thought that something could go wrong, that something is there's always a possibility of something tumbling or falling apart, that there's some sort of loss that will occur, one way or another, it's almost as if before, no matter what happened, there was always that possibility of this coming apart. But week 3, this advice from Spirit is letting that go, that it no longer serves you, that you know what you want, you're following the music, you're seeing the rewards, you're seeing what you want with your life, and you're letting a situation, a certain fear of something falling apart go. It's almost as if you had a backup plan to make sure you're safe or to help yourself, and that backup plan, it turns out that that backup plan itself was what was causing this loss, is what was doing more harm than good. And what I mean by that is that the 5 of Swords is all about having an intention and acting on it, and yeah, you got it out there, but you didn't really get what you wanted. You didn't really get the outcome you were trying to get, the feelings, the thoughts, everything, you know. Sort of like you want to tell someone they have a bug on their face. You just wanted to tell them, but then they feel bad, and it's like that wasn't the outcome you wanted, but you did want to tell them. It's kind of like that, but not really. Sorry. It can be, but if this is resonating with you about something, that you know what this is about, and so it's some sort of safety plan, some backup plan, pretty much. I really get that because this is Frankie, and there's something about that in the series and everything. But yeah, Spirit wants to let you know you're kind of letting that go. You learned some things during this time of pause in week 2, and in week 3 you retreated. You got time to think for yourself, to feel for yourself, to test out the waters of this new journey, and it taught you that you really want to let go of whatever this is, or really this all connects. But I'm just gonna move on. A little bit rocky, but I hope that made sense. So week 4, your headspace is the 10 of Wands. Okay, with the Queen of Swords, there is something you have to do alone. You know you have to do something. You have to finish some sort of mission by yourself in week 4. This is what your thoughts are guiding you to. You feel like doing this, that you've got the strength to carry this out, and once you do that, you can let that go and relax. So week 4, there's something about that. And with your heart, is about making the best out of that situation, out of this. So the stress kind of does carry through a bit more in the month with this Ten of Wands, and your heart space is being able to bring those thoughts down into your heart, transmute it into positive energy, and put it out there as part of your story, and to go with the flow pretty much, and to understand that this is exactly where you need to be right now, because this is where you are. So, that just makes sense. That's your heart space. Pretty much making the best of your situation, feeling pretty good about it, feeling that whatever comes your way, you're gonna turn it into a victory, into a win. So this energy really carried over. That's good. And then the 3D space, what you're seeing, opportunity beckons, the Nine of Wands, rest and reconsider. So that matches very much with, you're kind of on your own. You have to, this is tiring, and there's this big opportunity, but you're waiting on it for some reason, and it's because you're resting. It's because you don't have the strength to deal with this emotional situation right now. It's just not, through your mind that it's something that isn't worth your time at the moment, that you cannot deal with, but this situation is bound to change. It's just right now you need to rest and do that mission, do whatever it is you're working on. I do very much see this as yes, you understand you're waiting on this opportunity, so to speak, perhaps this person, a connection, but as the snake, it's this is for the best, for your journey. You're always guided, you're always doing stuff for a reason, so you're just trusting that. And then with spirit, this is focus. You're just very focused. You're very focused, and conflicts come up through that focus, but spirit is saying conflict is good. Conflict always ends with resolution, with resolve, and that it's really going to tie together as a part of your journey. Whenever I see 5 and 7 of Wands, I really do see them very much as synchronicities, things that are meant to come together, things that are meant to eventually line up at the right time and work out. So I'm seeing spirit is saying keep focused on your task, keep focused on working through your own path, and all the other conflicts will work themselves out. The final week of October, so this is just a half week thing, and I guess another half, so the week of October and November, but however they resonate, everything worked out. The scales balanced out. The 5 of Wands, the 4 of Cups, the 7 of Wands, all these sort of challenges, all this energy of doing things kind of solo that you kind of have to work on, balances out back to the Nine of Wands. So I do see this energy is going to be carrying over for a while. So I'm going to ask some overall spirit messages from that after I finish this reading. But we get, darkness, black. We get reflection. We get your heart seeing the other aspect of yourself. Kind of goes full circle. Blue Heron is kind of seeing all the good. And then dark is seeing all the pain, the challenges, the fears, the quote-unquote, the bad, And with that, your fears, you are witnessing your own fears. You're feeling them. You're realizing your fears come from your darkness, and it's a matter of accepting that side of you and releasing them, letting them go, letting more of your fears go. So I do feel with week 3, this is the overall message from spirit, but this is actually much more difficult to do than you can do. It's kind of if someone tells you to do they're okay, I need you to write 6 million pages by tomorrow. Okay, great. It's that. It's spirit is saying okay, it's a good idea for you to let go of this foolproof safety net plan, this whole able to back out, able to hit the eject button, they're this isn't for me, actually it's something else, letting that go. It's the same thing as if I were to tell you to write 1 million pages in one night. It's this is going to take time. So, of course, the progress is going. It's good. This is a whole new journey I see now. This is the beginning, and you have to get all the way from 0 to 21 to the world again. You have to cycle this energy out. This is going to take time. I can see right away you're already going through a lot of the good steps, and your heart is already reflecting on those fears by week 5. So that's awesome. Your mind is resting it still. You know, this is that 9 of Wands from week 4. So week 4 and 5. Yep, so this kind of convinced me. I'm just going to split my monthly reading into just 4 sections, 4 weeks, 4 quarters, because we kind of got a lot of the similar stuff. But I'll keep it up with this reading. So that's all working itself out. Your mind knows this, that this is going to balance pretty much. 3D space, strengthening of bonds. Yeah, as you're releasing your fears and the darkness and like things like that, you are bringing into the 3D world a stronger connection to yourself and others, and to the material world, where things for your future and for your present are really stabilizing even more. And yeah, I'm not surprised this came out 3D. You're still seeing your caged heart with this situation in mind. The caged heart about this. And then there's a 5 again, and there's the 15, so that's cool. You're still seeing that carry out into the 3D world. You're seeing in the 3D world your fears and stuff still have an impact on your surroundings. Of course, our thoughts become reality, you know? So it's pretty, you're working on balancing them together. You're bringing them together once again. Light and dark come together. You're bringing them closer. And then message from Spirit is rigid and the Lovers. That is really sweet. The Lovers came out rigid. I'm looking for my book. I don't see it, so I'm just gonna have to look at this. So this is about love, the whole letting go of this like Ajax plan. Maybe this is about you and a person, and whether or not you are gonna kind of like, if it's gonna work out, so to speak. So Spirit wants to let you know this is a true love connection, and whatever, through thick and thin, whatever the situation, whatever rocks come tumbling down, your connection of love is always going to be strong enough to pick things back up, but like with better rocks, so to speak. The rocks tumbling out are the ones of fear, are the ones of turmoil, of darkness, stuff like that. And the ones coming in are the ones of love and light. And so you're kind of like, Spirit's message is to let you know that, yeah, this Tower moment, it's also letting go of thinking that you have to do that in an instant. And this is like that realization of like, okay, I can care and love for myself and slowly rebuild. I don't have to rebuild right away. That's kind of the message I get from that. So Spirit, with that in mind, I do want to use this this deck that's more about like darkness. The cards are more dark, just because we got Rabbit at the end. Spirit, what is some a nice message for people of Aries to hear at this time? So this top one wants to come out reverse, I think. No, it's just the 4 of Wands. The 4 of Wands is one of union. The cards are coming out. This comes to a change. It came over here. Cards do want to let you know, whatever pause and learning, that changes. You do learn a lot. This is all to make you change for the better. Death is one of the most positive cards in my opinion, because once you go through that death cycle, you become reborn. So this is like, we're always transforming, but Spirit wants to say there's a big transformation in week 2 of October, pretty much. Spirit, is there anything else, people of Aries, or just anyone, you know, who comes across this video? You guys don't have to necessarily be an Aries sign to watch this video. But 9 of Cups, wishes of the self, they're coming true. You're manifesting your dreams. It's just, it's a dream of the self. Spirit wants to let you know, keep working on your own dreams. It's okay to do things just for yourself, to have dreams just for yourself, to have desires just for yourself, because for yourself is for the universe. That's how these unions come together in the first place. And then we get the 9 of Wands again, we get the 8 of Wands, we get the 7 of Wands. So this is about taking steps back from holding on to so much of the workload. Spirit wants to remind you that you actually don't have to carry all that weight by yourself. That 10 of Wands energy with the Queen of Swords in week 4 up here about having to do this solo. Spirit is saying, you know, you can kind of take a step back from that, you can communicate, and you can go back into the 7 of Wands, the challenges that you face with this person, and that and things of that nature, and ultimately that brings it back down into conflict. So I think you've been through that cycle. You've been back and forth sometimes between, oh, should I do this whole for myself thing, or should I try to do for the other? Spirit is saying there's something about that you're missing, and it's about realizing yourself is the universe. Not that you guys don't realize that, but just like but that, you know, that by doing things for yourself, there's just a way to balance it, and it's hard to put. It is really hard to put, I'll be honest. But you got all the Wands pretty much. You got the 9, then the 8, the 7, and then you got the 4 of Wands kind of reversed, and then you got the 5 of Wands conflict. So there's something that's not coming together that you're trying to manifest, and I think it's just regarding that caged heart. No, it's actually just this top card. The Daughter of Pentacles. Oof. I just see this as like, you just don't see the rainbow over your head in the 3D, or you just know it's there and you trust it's there. So the message is kind of split a little bit for you guys, however these messages resonate. There's just a fundamental part about feeling safe that is making this Wands energy challenging to work itself together. So Spirit, what is some advice about that, just to bring up to those listening to this message, if I'm able to help, perhaps. Okay, so this is about Ace of Swords, 3 of Swords, and apparently 3 of Wands. Yet another Wands card. So there's just something about, you just have to wait on this. It takes time to pull out old wounds. It takes time to be able to trust your passion and your desires. It takes time to find yourself. Yeah, to find yourself. It does. These things just take time. Spirit is saying with all these Wands, the issue isn't really about you and another. The issue has always been about yourself. The issue has always been about, what exactly are you trying to get out of this? What exactly do you want? What exactly are you passionate about that you want into the 3D world? And the truth be told is, your heart knows, but your mind, you do know, but you just gotta slowly heal from this energy to find out more. So you do know what it is that you want, but at the same time, I keep saying time, but at the same time, there's so much healing from the past to work through. And a good release for this is to bring out the tears, to cry, to feel it, and through the energy I really want to say, like, I think the clarity is knowing you gotta let the tears and gravity weigh down these swords to go through. It seems painful. It seems like there's no way that's the way the swords are supposed to be removed. But Spirit's saying, like, it kind of is. So I hope these last messages resonate for you guys. Let me leave on a positive note. No, it's just, you got a lot of learning, self journey. This is just stuff you gotta do as a survivor, pretty much. So, one more card, come on. It's healing, it's a lot of healing, and these two characters go really well together. So, that's interesting. These characters, you guys might resonate. This might be you, the Aries, and this might be another person, a connection. Virgo. These are two people I know. I know someone who's an Aries, so it's actually kind of starting to resonate with that. I did kind of think about them. Final reminders, remember you're very strong. You're going to get yourself out of whatever this heartache, whatever the pain from the past is. I think you do know these things do take time. I'm trusting and hoping that this is a positive reading for you guys. I only mean to spread positivity, so my apologies if this doesn't make you guys feel good, or if it like makes you feel like you're doing something wrong or whatever it is. That is not my intention if it came out that way. So I hope from the bottom of my heart that this was a positive reading. It was a very deeply reflective one. I was wondering if all my horoscope readings for October were going to be like, woo! Because, not going to lie, Aquarius and Pisces were pretty good. Aries is really good too, but it does seem very reflective. So I'm sending lots of love and light. Let me know your thoughts as you guys see these messages if you care to share. Once again, I'm a donation-based service, so if you guys would like to donate to the channel, or if you'd like to get a free reading and decide if you want to donate or not through that as well, it's very much appreciated. If you want to know like a suggested donation, because like sometimes people like want to go all out, like something like even $5 or a couple bucks is totally fine. Anything is appreciated. I'm not expecting like some large crazy sum. I mean, if you're feeling guided for that, woo, feel free. But yeah, you don't have to go all out, especially if you're in a tight spot. But yeah, this is only for messages for if you guys are feeling guided to, if you want to, if you're worried, if like however much you give is like too little. There's no such thing as too little. Anything works. Yeah, but again, just a suggestion, and I appreciate it. I appreciate anything. Yeah, and hey, Long Bear says, you got this. Alright, I'm gonna head out now. Many blessings your guys' way. Healing energy. Lots of healing energy. You guys are in my thoughts, even if I don't know who you are. Peace out.